because they were first exhibited here at Beef in 1991. This year we have 16 head of cattle, and they will be judged here in ring number 5. And our first class will be the class number 1, female 6 months and under 9 months of age. Lovely to welcome Mr. John Mercer, our judge here to Beef 2021. Of course, it's the second time that John has judged here at Beef. Judging the cattle here in ring number 5. Lovely to welcome his wife Ros, also here to Beef 2021. They established the Kadinga Valley Charolais and Charbray Stud, and currently hold 2 on-property sales per year, selling around 150 bulls into Queensland, the Northern Territory and New South Wales herds per annum. Currently run their Charbray breeders on properties in the Gympie district, and the Charolais on their Mooney property at South Queensland. Of course, don't forget, starting next Wednesday, the annual Gympie show, next Wednesday through to Saturday, and they're actually running the state Queensland show jumping titles down there. They tell me they're expecting over 700 horses, so it'll be a great couple of days in Gympie. John has judged at numerous local shows over the years as well at the Brisbane Ekka, plus been overjudged for different breed societies, junior judging schools. So it's lovely to welcome John here to this year's Beef Australia 2021 event. And Ros as well. Great to see you both.
Am I in the right spot for the blondes? Yeah. Yeah.
Lydia.
Yeah, they've got a card champion thing that, but I just tell them to exchange it.
So here in ring number 5 we have Melody from the Queensland Country Life. Lovely to see you, Melody.
The thing is, I don't think I have one.
And your announcer here this afternoon for our classes will be Mr. Peter Muller. Great to welcome Peter to Beef 21. Peter's from Clifton here in Queensland. Runs a blonde cross red pole herd, turning calves off at 9 months of age in the Toowoomba sale yards. So it's great to welcome Peter, and you'll enjoy his expert commentary here in ring number 5. And without any further ado, I'll hand the microphone over to Mr. Peter Muller. Thanks, Peter.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first class 1, we have the female 6 months and under 9 months of age. We have catalogue number 156, Wait a While Romantic. Thank you. And just some news in overnight. Terry Nolan of Kalula Lodston starters won the reserve and the champion Carcass, and also placed highly 3rd, 4th and 5th position in the medium weight chiller division. So if they meet processor and knows all about blondes and has success with them, I think everyone else can go along with that too.
You can do it.
Okay, we have winner of Class 1, female 6 months and under 9 months of age, White a Whale Romantic.
Thanks, Peter. Welcome everyone to the Blonde Aquitaine judging for Beef 2021. Before I pass comment on this heifer out here, I'd just like to thank Beef Australia and the Blonde Aquitaine Society for allowing me the honour to judge their breed today. It's a breed Ros and I know a little bit about. We've had a lot to do with the Gympie Carcass Classic, and the blondes are always very hard to beat in that. And unbeknown to most people, about 20 years ago we looked seriously into making this our third breed as a stud. But circumstances changed, and we actually expanded the breeds we had. So we thought we had enough on our plate. So we do have a lot of respect for Blonde Aquitaine cattle, and it's a great honour to be offered the opportunity to judge here today. So this little heifer, unfortunately only one in the class, but she's just over 6 months of age, but a lovely typical blonde female, exceptional length, lovely muscling, very good on legs and feet too. Some of these breeds early on struggled a little bit in that department, but it's all been cleaned up a lot, and to come into the ring these days, it's very, very rare to find, no matter what breed you're judging, any feet or leg troubles too much in any way. But she's worthy of first place, that heifer. Typical example of the breed, there's no doubt about that. And hopefully we'll see a lot more like it to come.
Thank you, John. Next up we have Class 2, female 9 months and under 12 months of age. So we ask Exhibit 157, White a Whale Rose Blossom to come in, please.
Once again, just the one in this class, but you know there could be 6 or 8, and this heifer could easily slot up into first or second place, even in a big class. There's no doubt about that. Displays that exceptional length, Blonde Aquitaine, famous for, plus that yield and carcass attributes. But being a female, we're looking for a few more things than that. We're looking for a balance. I hate the word femininity. I prefer to use the word refinement, especially through the front. And looking for a little bit of what I'm looking for today in my females, a little bit of looseness in the vulva, and a little bit of flank, if I can get it to just to soften the breed up that little bit. But she's certainly a prime example of a blondie heifer, and well worthy winner for this class.
So next we'll have Class 4, the Calf Champion Female. This has been kindly sponsored by Bovine. Thank you. Wait a while blondes at McLagan in Queensland, certainly no strangers to the show ring. Been doing exceptional work in the last few years, and just as testament to the breeder, what they have on display here today. Okay, winner of class champion female is exhibit 156, Wait a While Romantic. Okay.
Yeah, I've, there's not much in it between these. There's no doubt about it. The older heifer's probably a bit superior in the length department, but I do love this young heifer. I just think she's got a real big future in front of her. Just that little bit more thickness throughout, but it's still not a bullocky type of thickness. It's she's just a volume. She's going to give that volume as she gets older. But I love the width between the eyes of this heifer, the broad muzzle, and the way the neck comes up off the wither there tells me that the angulation of that front shoulder is just a little bit more correct than the heifer in reserve. As she learns to lead, you'll see that she will step out, and every time she stops, she'll be lovely and square, that heifer, and that's what's put her up over the reserve champion. But two worthy heifers.
Okay, now for the reserve champion female, exhibit 157, Wait a While Blossom. Yep. Okay, so next up we're into the calf male, so class 7, bull 9 months and under 12 months. So I ask exhibit 158, Meridian Royalty, and Meridian 159. Melinda Romeo to enter the ring, please.
I think on 58 scratch. Do you want one of these?
That's good.
Is there another one? Yeah, of course. Mine. You want one?
Yeah.
Melinda starters located in Kingaroy in southern Queensland, and with Kyle and Tamara, and certainly been working there for 5 years with the blonde breed, and now have started showing in the last couple of years. So it's good to see some new people coming into the Blonde Society. So just sashing the bull 9 months and under 12 months of age, exhibit 159, Melinda Romeo. Congratulations.
Thanks, Peter. Yeah, just unfortunately again, just the one. We had two, but just the one started today. But no, he's worthy of a first place. A little bit different to the heifers. He's a little bit thicker, this fellow. Ample musclings, no doubt about that. But it's a nice smooth muscle pattern this bull's got. But he's got plenty of volume, plenty of girth, good testicles. Not noted for big testicles, blondies. They have a Bos Indicus background in some of their breeding, and that comes through. But they're certainly fertile enough. And but no, he tracks quite well. He's quite a nice little bull. And bearing in mind, a lot of blondes, steers and heifers would probably be presented at the works about this age. So that age and just a little bit older. So we do look a lot. Expect them to be showing plenty of muscling, but also a little bit of fat cover. So that's what I'll be looking for in my bulls, and especially the heifers a bit later on.
Okay, next is Class 8, bulls 12 months and under 15 months of age. We have Exhibit 160, Strathbelly Ricochet.
That's okay. Thank you.
So there we have the winner of the bull 12 months and under 15 months, Strathbally Ricochet.
So just you've got to admire the girth, the spring of rib, the eye muscle, the jump muscle when he walks. A real typical example of the blonde Aquitaine breed. This fellow, just 12 months of age, carries got a big 106 EMA and 2 and 2 in the fat. If he was a steer, he'd probably carry a couple more mil of fat, and that he'd be right on the job for their local trade. And I think a butcher would be very excited to buy a body like that. The yield, dressing percentage, the yield, meat to bone ratio he'd get out of that young bull would be pretty outstanding, I think. And he's certainly a worthy winner in that class.
Okay, so next is Class 9, the calf champion male, please.
Yeah, you know, I went all the way around, I got round the back there, and that's like all back here. I've gone that way. It's all good. Hopefully I've done a little book soon. Maybe not.
I've been using a few points out today. Oh, this one's different.
Oh, what's wrong? Have you seen something?
No, this one's the one with the stapled one. Stapled one?
Yeah, okay. So they'll just come up with
Yeah.
This is a reserve champion.
Female, but we've got 2 females followed of the male out there.
So you need a reserve champion.
Yeah, Margaret's just
Oh, righto. Ooh. Okay. If it's not there, just get the
I'll get the female and I'll tell them then.
And you know what, we've checked those through. We went through a few lists of
Yeah,
what's happening now.
I'll double check that.
No spare ones. There might be spare ones now.
No,
They're all been given out.
yeah, they're all juniors.
They tend to give it and say, come on over later.
Yeah.
We'll catch up with them all.
Yeah.
That one is female. Those are all.
That one, that was it.
Melinda Romeo. Visited by Melinda start at Chinchilla.
Just here to see Yeah, C just takes it back.
I just don't have to pause it. Don't have to mute it. And reserve is exhibit 159.
Yeah, but it will pick up.
This is Melinda Romeo.
If it's not all settings and stuff, you can just move the top one.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Bull like this fella here, but there is such a thing as breed character, and this fella just oozes breed character, the blonde Aquitaine breed, doesn't he? Magnificent length, magnificent carcass appeal, and a real sire. I just love that about him. He's good broad muzzle, good broad head, and already at just 12 months of age, you look at that bull and say, well, that fella's a sire, and I love that. And he carries his thickness right through, right along the top, right down through that hind quarter, and that's just what's got it over the reserve champion there. He's just not as full right through that hind quarter as this fella is. And but two very nice bulls, slightly different types, but still very good blonde Aquitaine bulls. And congratulations, and thank you for presenting those young bull calves.
You got that? Which cool?
Oh, do you want the other one?
One bloke's got this. You want just for pretty?
You guys want this? Amazing crabs that I can
I don't know. So, do you know how to take
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next in the ring we have class 12, heifer 17 months and under 19 months.
the next one? 3 o'clock.
Exhibit 161, Strathbelly Quintessa.
I work here on the Almost second at first. Thank So who's the owner? 159.
159, he's got no glasses.
One tying up now.
Oh, up here on the blue.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a winner in the junior females, class 12, heifer 17 months and under 19 months of age. Exhibit 161, Strathbilly Quintessa.
Okay, Quintessa is another lovely heifer. Once again, just the one, but I'm sure when it comes to the championships, I'll have my work cut out because there's not too much wrong with any of these cattle in the ring. A lovely long, big Springer rib heifer, polled head to boot, so she sort of maintained enough growth rate and bone and muscling and a nice vulval placement there, so a bit of nice loosement there. What it did impress me, she got good escutcheon folds up the back of the udder there, which tells me she's probably going to milk fairly well as she drops her first calf, and lovely nice teats on her. Something that really did impress me why we looked at breeding blondes for ourselves was udders just didn't seem to be a problem whatsoever with them, so that's a great trait of the breed also. They're just known for lovely neat udders, and that's a big thing in vast areas of Queensland. You can't be worrying about calves not getting a suck, and the blonde breed certainly fixes up a lot of that sort of thing.
Okay, next we have class 13, heifer 19 months and under 21 months. Exhibit 162, Waterwall Quinley, and Exhibit 163, Waterwall Queen.
That's a big deal.
Okay, the winner of class 13, heifer 19 months and under 21 months, is Exhibit 163.
Second place there.
And second place is Exhibit 162, Waterwall Quinley. Thank you.
Thanks, Peter. Oh, well, finally we've got a couple in the class to judge, so that's good. But this is the clear-cut winner in first place here. She's very, very close to what I've been looking for when I was off to do this job. I was sort of hoping to find a female like this. Certainly thick right throughout, but still refined, fairly refined in that front end with plenty of muscling, but lovely soft muscling on this heifer. I do really admire that. But a stalwart of the breed. Terry Nolan said to me many years ago, if they've got lovely fine hair, they generally have lovely fine meat texture, and I think he's pretty right, and she certainly got that. But that lovely looseness at the back end for ease of carving as well. But I do admire both these the heads on both these heifers. People say, oh, well, the mouth's just there to eat grass, but when things get tough, they need a big mouth to eat a lot of grass, and they need a big engine back here too. When things get really tough, there's not much goodness in the grass, so the more they can take in and convert, the better. They'll survive a tough time. I'm impressed with both these heifers in that respect, but yeah, just a clear-cut win in this first place again. I really do like this heifer.
So next we'll have Class 14, the Junior Champion Female. Finally sponsored by Country Allure. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Class 14, Junior Champion Female, Exhibit 163, Wait a While Queen, and the winner of Class 15, Reserve Champion Female, Wait a While. The winner of Class 15, Reserve Junior Champion Female, Exhibit 161.
Oh, yep.
Strathbilly Quintessa.
Oh, and the Pride.
Piedmontese.
Okay, in the championship there, two very different sorts of heifers really. Both had great attributes in certain places, and a couple of slight weaknesses in other places, and that's cattle. There's no such thing as a perfect animal. But I've gone with this heifer here, just 163. She's like I said, she just loved when you get behind her is what got it for her. That lovely width through that hind end, good length from hip to pin, and good width in the pins, plus that lovely looseness of over there. And yeah, just not quite as strong on top as the other heifer, but I think it's just going to be one of those great little cows that'll walk around the paddock and breed your calf every year, and it'll be a pretty good one too, I think. And so just a few little traits that I really liked about it. A bit of extra flank, a little bit of extra softness. Thanks very much.
Thank you, John. Next we have the junior males, class 16, bull 15 months and under 17 months. Exhibit 164, Melinda Quantra.
I'll be right on to the whole
No, that's okay.
They're raining. I'm getting wet.
I'll leave these boxes here whenever I get them.
Oh, there's a little cat. Hey, we won. Wow. See? Can you feel my legs?
Okay, winner of class 16, bull 15 months and under 17 months, exhibit 164, Melinda Quantra.
He's a worthy winner in his class. Once again, no competition, but he's quite a useful little bull, this fella. What really impressed me with this fella is his walking ability and his leg structure. He tracks so true, puts that back foot pretty much where the front foot left off, and sometimes in heavy muscle breeds they can either step a bit short or they can be a little sickle-hocked and step a bit long, but he just tracks quite nicely, that fellow, and I think he'll be a bull that'll go out and last the distance in any herd and in any country, and that's what's really impressed me with that fellow.
Thank you, John. Next we have class 17, bull 17 months and under 19 months, exhibit 165, Melinda Combator.
Right, see you after.
Judging everything to show it? Out of trouble? Yeah. Everyone else that. Yeah.
Roscoe, how are
And then the silver picture. Right. It reminded me of the I'll write myself a note there so I remember it. I don't know if I'll get to
There we have winner of Class 17, bull 17 months and under 19 months, Melinda Combative.
Thanks, Peter. Isn't it a shame we didn't have another 5 or 6 bulls in the class with this fellow? I'm pretty sure the result would be fairly similar. This boy would probably be waltzing up to collect the blue ribbon. But having said that, there's always something better around the corner, isn't there? You think you've got the best and you turn up and you get rolled at the last minute. But what I've noticed with these young bulls is that evenness of fat cover on them. He scanned 3 and 3, that bull, 126 eye muscle, and that's one thing that really caught my eye with this fellow. He's not just a great carcass, but he's going to breed you some fantastic females. This bull, he's got that beautiful smooth front shoulder and great neck extension out the front, plus a good set of testicles under him, but there's a huge amount of carcass in there as well. And I've always said legs and feet will beat you at the final post in a lead class, but it's that fat distribution that breaks your heart at carcass time. And he's got that even 3 and 3 fat, and if he was a steer, you'd probably add a couple more mils on that, and that body there would be very hard to beat in a carcass competition. So he's just not just a carcass bull, but he's also a bull that I think will breed you some exceptional females, and very impressed indeed.
John.
Okay, I'm going to head back to the office.
Yeah, I got this.
You're
Next is Class 18, bull 19 months and under 21 months.
Foreign or Piedmontese?
They're Piedmontese.
Okay, so they're
Yes, they are. You've only got 3 head, or 2 head or something.
We have Exhibit 166, Wait a While Quaker.
Yeah. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 she had.
is that 2? They got one more.
One more pass, eh?
Then the grand champion. And the juniors.
So you just got the junior champion now.
Yeah,
after
those
this.
2.
Yeah.
We have that one cow.
Yeah.
And champion there.
Yeah, they're all the group classes. I think they only got 1 in each class.
What do you think of that?
What do I think of? No. They are, aren't they?
There you have the winner of Class 18, bull 19 months and under 21 months, Exhibit 166, Wait a While Quaker.
Ronnie?
Okay, Quaker. Different sort of bull to the last fellow.
They're all here.
Still got to admire him. They're having a look at the meat. A bit more French style muscling type of bull. This fellow, a bit earlier maturing. Outstanding amount of meat on that carcass, and just doesn't he ooze that sire appeal? Like he's got that crested neck already, and he holds his head up. Good leg set on him. I do just love the leg set on this fellow. I think he might just have a dash bit more bone than some blonde cattle too, and then that's coming through into good feet structure. Some heavy muscled lighter bone breeds can run into that little bit of toe problems at times, but if you keep throwing a bull like this in, you'll correct that. He's very good in that respect. And look at the thickness on top of this fellow right through. Not as smooth as some of the others, but a bull you can always use to put in your herd just to keep that muscling in there whenever you sort of feel your herd's getting a little bit too refined. And worthy winner in this class also.
Thank you, John. Next we have Class 19, the Junior Champion Male. Kindly sponsored by Gray's Sausage King.
How's it going? Mr. Sess, is it? Is it? Fox, how's it going? What time, Ellie?
Hi, how are you? 21 anyway. It's sprinkles for 10 seconds and then goes with
It's especially annoying if it does it a little bit harder, you're mustering, and then it stops. And all you are is wet.
KL 30 months and under 36 months. So in the ring for Class 23, KL 30 months and under 36 months, Exhibit 169, Water Whale Posey. Okay, so we have a winner of Class 23, KL 30 months and under 36 months, Exhibit 169, Water Whale Posey. Thank you, John.
those other ones done, the little birds?
Well, I spoke about it earlier, didn't I?
Did you tell us the other one?
We're looking for a lovely refinement in our females, and blonde aquitaines have very good udders. Look at that udder, coming from a dairying background myself. I appreciate good milking cows. They don't necessarily have to have the biggest udders in the world. They just got to produce the milk. But look how refined that cow is. She's beautifully imbalanced and got that wedgy shape, refined shoulder, great neck extension, good leg structure. But look at that calf. And that's possibly the best calf on the grounds at that age at beef week. And look at the depth and thickness in that calf out of that cow. You don't need big bullocky cows to breed good bulls. And there's your proof. A worthy winner.
Thank you, John. And that leads into Class 26, the Senior Champion Fail, female, sponsored by GDL Dolby. And the winner is 169.
Ross, could I get you to stand in front? Yeah. Just come in on the
Hello. Hello. What's going on? I'll have to do next time I'm off tonight at the moment because I've got something. Yeah, look, we decided to
Next in the ring, we'll have the grand champion female, so the winners of the previous female divisions, if you can come on in.
I've done that before, back at it. About 100 times every 6 months.
They got the champion carcass today and the champion over all the carcasses. First, second, third in a three.
She's like her mother, Ross. She's like her mother.
Oh, good. Yep, good.
One of those.
Shit, dude. Yep.
I was like, they have to stay there, right? Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, right. I thought you would have taken the small one.
So always two.
Good on you, mate. All right, look, as soon as we get back, I'll give you a ring and we'll organise it. Thanks, Donna. Yep. Right, sounds good. Yeah, right, fine.
Yay. Oh, she goes home. You got it, bud.
Yeah. Like, I don't think you watch Who's going grand champion? Who's going grand champion? Shouldn't someone from Nutrient do it?
Okay, winners of the grand champion female at the
Sorry.
So it is being presented by Ross Worth. Will start.
Thanks, Peter. Yes, she's not perfect, the cow, but she's a damn good cow, and probably a little bit down condition, I think. Biggest problem there might be that she just puts it all into the calf, just comes out in milk. But she's still a worthy winner for the champion females, no doubt about it. Always hard to beat a cow and calf, let alone a lovely feminine cow like that with such a magnificent calf behind. But you know, this wasn't a real easy decision. There's two very, very nice heifers there, and but on the day, I think for the breed and the cow was good enough. It's much better to have a nice cow and calf up in that interbreed, and I don't think she'll do any harm to the breed whatsoever. To see a cow like that with a magnificent calf behind her parading around tomorrow. I think if genuine cattlemen can't see that cow is just putting everything into that calf, well, they don't live in the real world. But no, she's a worthy winner. Congratulations. And I just got to point out too, ladies and gentlemen, that every one of those females had 4 very good teats, not 5, not 6, but 4. Someone back in the generations, the blonde Aquitaine breed has put a lot of effort into that, the udders on their females, and it just, every time I enter the ring and judge blondes, it really comes to my attention.
Beautiful. Thanks, team.
Just finished. Take one. Give it go. He's over in the Adani one, over in the big stadium. I don't know. Someone in the basement. The boys want to know enough for the horses badly spoiled.
Yourself and Pine Montes. I think it's Pine Montes and then Gordon.
It doesn't, in the front of the book, it doesn't actually give us an order, it just says it's a strip of
I think there's only 2.
It's a 4 and 4 doesn't wasn't these strip. You want it in the order that it says here, one Aquitaine and 4 and 4 these. Oh, we didn't care. Both myself and the pod 1, 3, 7 didn't care. But that's the order it's going to be. Then where first is where, then where second is where. Cool, yeah, good again. Myself, the pod 1, 2, good again. So after we'll do whatever you guys want because you're fast. They're not. Okay, we'll go first. Oh no, it's not. It's listed in their order, but is that you might have another piece of paper with a different order on it or whatever else. But if you don't, that's cool. We're all happy on the 3 classes.
So you're this one?
Okay, well, we'll stick it in. Okay. Then what we're going to do. Can I borrow that book for like the USB one? Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. Take one over.
Works all right. Listen to you, mate. Just try it. Movie star now, mate.
No senior males, just grandchildren.
No, we stayed on the grand champion. Okay, next we go straight through to the grand champion male, and kindly sponsored by Agrigene. Okay.
I don't know that today. Wow.
Yeah.
You guys in district. What? You guys.
like I say, I just love that front end on him as well. He's a bull little breed, females and bulls, and I think he'll make a worthy companion to the cow in the interbreed. So congratulations.
Hit the display so it doesn't show animal name, it shows beef.
So she's being presented by Ian Fox, Renard
Get rid of
Swans,
these.
Victoria.
Is this the last?
There's exhibit group, sub, common systems, and Dan, so there's still bulls. And then
Yeah. Do you know about changing stuff? So, just do this. It smells still the same.
Oh, Mum wants about Willie. That's a 4-minute drive. No, because Mum, we're not meant to go there. Yes.
Okay, next up we have Class 33, the Exhibitors Group. Trophy is sponsored by Eclectic Equine and Country. Exhibit 171, Way to Wild Blondes.
Well, they're over there.
What's over up again? Got the side and the exam. Winners of Class 33, the Exhibitors Group. Exhibit 1. The winner of Class 34, Exhibit 172, Way to Wild Blondes.
Okay, size progeny, just the one in the class, and you can see the stamp the old bull's putting on these cattle. And one thing I really notice about them is the temperament of this line of cattle. They just seem very placid. She's moving around a bit, that girl now, but I think she's fairly placid sort of an animal. The other two are exceptionally placid. So that's a great trait to have in any herd, that's for sure. Something we're always trying to get correct. One of the first things pretty much anyone says when they want a bull is, oh, we want him quiet, and we've just got to try and produce them that way. But no, worthy winners in the size progeny, so congratulations.
Thank you, John. Next up we have the Dam Progeny Stakes. Which is kindly being sponsored by Hampton Harrow Equestrian. Thank you. Exhibit 173.
And then you can do the Pride Montees and the bull and
Are the wagons here?
yeah, they're in there too. So there's 2 Pride Montees, 2 Bullrun and then 2 Aggies.
In the ring we have the Dam Progeny Stakes, Exhibit 173, Way to Wild Blondes.
I'm getting sunburnt.
Okay, the winner of the Dan Progeny Stakes, Exhibit 173, Whale Wild Belongs.
Well, as we all know, a stud breed is one of the most important traits to have in your herd is great dams, and this old dam of these two heifers must be a pretty outstanding cow. I think I've admired these heifers all day. Just love that real thick depth and spring of rib, but they're still feminine. They're not sort of bullocky type heifers. Really love this calf here. There's no doubt about it. Now cows put that softness on both of those heifers and lovely width through the hips, right through the thurl, right through the pin bone area, and they're sort of cows that are never going to give any trouble. I think they'll calve easily, they'll go and calf easily, and they'll be there for a long time in the herd. And I think the mother's proven that already.
I'd just like to thank John for your interesting insight today, and we can all learn a lot from that. And I think when you consider the last few years since the last beef, most of us have been in some pretty trying conditions, so it's a credit to the studs just to get these cattle up and running in the condition they are. Thank you.
Once again, thank you. Thanks, Peter. Thanks very much to the Blonde Aquitaine Society and Beef Australia for allowing me to the honour, absolute honour, to judge these cattle today. Congratulations, exhibitors. Not a great big lineup, but certainly not lacking in quality. And plenty of times there I had my work cut out. But I'll just let you in a little secret too. We've had a fair bit to do with the Gympie Carcass Classic over the years. It's a fairly prestigious carcass event in Queensland, and at the start of it, you get to pick what you think are going to be the top 6 all-rounders or the top 6 carcasses at the end of the competition. And I'll just let you know a little secret. 4 of them were blondes that I put on my sheet the other day, so they're very hard to beat in carcass comps. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you, John.
Class number 1 in your show program. This is for the 9 months of age. And we have one exhibitor in this class. This is catalogue number 174. Orally Roxanne. Exhibited by the Ipswich Grammar School. Again, our judge, John Mercer here, judging our Borens this afternoon. Seen him judge our blonde Aquitaines. Wonderful classes we've seen with our blonde cattle here at Beef 21. Monash out of High Places, Henny.
You reckon? Okay.
So again, we are going with our live stream here this afternoon. Thanks to the team from Stock Live. Now I'll pass the microphone over to Mr. John Mercer to make his comments on this class. Thanks, John.
Okay, thank you. Okay, first in our Boran judging here today is a lovely little heifer, just 6 months and 14 days old. Now, Borans originated from South Africa, and they've been bred to handle very harsh conditions and be survivors. And there's no doubt. You can see those traits in this lovely little heifer as she paraded about. She just scampered around like a possum. Really, she really covered the ground, and that's what they're designed to do. But they're also a very early maturing, beefy type of zebu type animal. And you can see those traits in her as well, and very structurally correct in the legs and feet, and I think you just look at the vulval placement and a bit of muscling throughout the body there. She's nice and smooth in the shoulder, but still retains a fair bit of carcass quality. So a great little heifer and a worthy winner in our calf, and also calf champion female. So congratulations.
Thanks, John. Well done to the Ipswich Grammar School. We've seen them yesterday, or Monday I should say now, young judges competition. Been wonderful to welcome all of our schools here to Beef 21. Over 30 schools represented in our junior judging competition here on Monday. Don't forget, you can still purchase your tickets for the Classic Wallabies match versus the Beef Barbarians, to be held here on Friday at 6:30 p.m. Lottie DeKiri will make an appearance at that. It was wonderful to welcome Lottie into centre ring here on Monday. It's $15 per ticket, and kids are free. And kick-off is at 6:30.
I think one of them hurt their foot the other day.
So congratulations to Borley Roxanne Gave, taking out the calf champion female here at Beef 21. Our next class will be class number 12. Class number 12 will be for the heifer 17 months and under 19 months of age. We have two exhibitors. Catalogue number 175, High Places Quintessa Tulip, exhibited by the Ipswich Grammar School. Our second exhibitor is catalogue number 176. 176, that is High Places Quincy Wilmer, also exhibited by the Ipswich Grammar School. Warren cattle were first shown here at Beef in 1997.
97 was the last time. First time.
Yeah, so as I said, at Beef 1997, they were first shown. So our two exhibitors now parade in front of our judge, Mr. John Mercer. Class number 12 in your show program, the heifer 17 months and under 19 months of age. So well done, congratulations there. Winner of class number 12, the heifer 17 months and under 19 months of age. Catalogue number 175, High Places Quintessa Tulip, exhibited by the Ipswich Grammar School. The second place getter, catalogue number 176. This is High Places Quincy Wilmer, also exhibited by the Ipswich Grammar School. They will also be awarded the Champion and Reserve Champion Junior Female. I'll hand it over now to John to make his comments on the class. Thanks, John.
Thank you. Let's face it, they're not big cattle, but if you start talking kilograms per hectare, I think you'd be quite surprised what these can do for you. The boys, I'm not sure if this heifer's in calf, but I sort of got a sneaking suspicion she might. You can just imagine they'd be extremely fertile, easy caring cattle, and you got to admire the carcass traits too. Like they're lovely and thick on top, right through in behind the hump, and they track beautifully. Even though they're fine bone, their toes are quite good. Quite often you can run into feet troubles with fine bone cattle, but they're not too bad. This little heifer up on top, she's just an overall package, really, isn't she? She's got a fair bit of quality about her. In fact, they're both nice heifers, but this one just parades beautifully. They've got a lovely brightness about the eye, these cattle. And like any cattleman can tell you, if cattle aren't bright in the eye, they're not right, are they? But these cattle are just lovely, bright-eyed cattle, and I think they'd run on the smell of an oily rag, so to speak. And but no, she's got the length. She's got over the second place getter. Just when you get behind her there, the width in the pins, and doesn't fall away quite so much from hip to pin. Two great little heifers. So thanks very much, young men, for bringing them all the way from Ipswich.
Thanks very much. So congratulations there to both the champion and reserve champion junior female. Once again, it looks like the Hereford ring is wrapped up. Ring number 4. Congratulations to all of our winners and place getters in the Hereford classes here this year. We've seen a wonderful lineup of cattle.
Actually, you know what? Do you want to take There we go. Pull it back anyway.
I'd take this opportunity on behalf of Beef Australia, the chairman, Mr. Bryce Cam, and the chairman of the Stud Cattle Committee, Mr. Russell Hughes. I think the Australian Government, Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment, Meat and Livestock Australia, the Queensland Government, Advance Rockhampton, our major partners, of course, Nutrient Ag Solutions, and we are watching our Nutrient Stud Cattle Championships. And don't forget to be with us here tomorrow afternoon from 2 o'clock, where we will have our interbreed judging. We'll judge the Supreme Champion Exhibitors Group, Supreme Champion Female, and Supreme Champion Bull. And then it will be the CMC Festival straight after the interbreed judging tomorrow. We one big party here tomorrow night. We also like to thank the Westpac Bank, Coles, National Australia Bank, Regional and Agribusiness, Suncorp, Elders, Telstra, James Cook University, CQ University, Australian Meat Processors Corporation, Auctions Plus, Bravo Bank, EMWay Toyota, Lally Man Animal Nutrition, JBS, Commonwealth Bank, NBN, Great Northern, ANZ and AgriWeb. So our next class here in ring number 5 in our Warren ring will be our junior males, and this is class number 18.
There is no junior males. Well, it's Grand Champion Female next. Yeah.
So correction in your program, we will now judge the Grand Champion Female. Say another thank you to you.
I'm getting sunburned. I'm going to get in trouble because my mum's actually here. So I'm going to get in trouble with some sunburn.
So we will now make the presentation for our Grand Champion Female, and congratulations goes to our champion high places Primrose Ivy, exhibited by the Ipswich Grammar School. Now Ros Mercer there to make the presentation, and I'll hand over to our judge, Mr. John Mercer.
Thanks, Jake. Yeah, clear cut when you're here, there's no doubt about it. Noted for their yield and carcass attributes in the surviving extremely rough country. You can't go past this heifer. She's got everything you want, hasn't she? I'd say fertility, oozing fertility, that little female. But you can see if you're trying to breed a good thick sort of carcass bull, she's going to do the job too, isn't she? It's lovely width across it in behind the hump there. Takes it right through the hips. Hip to thirl, the pins all good angulation there, and lovely vulva set, and tracks around beautifully, and I think she's just beautiful, heaps of loose skin up the front end too. She's an absolute sweet little darling, really, isn't she? So congratulations, Grand Champion Female. Okay. Let's sit down. Get out. Been standing since Sunday.
Thanks, John. Well, after this, we will have the judging of the Piedmontese cattle and then our Wagyu cattle, and that will wrap things up here in centre ring for Day number 3 of Beef 21.
Yeah.
The Charbray judging is slowly winding down, they tell me, in ring number 3. Our official photographer's here now to capture this wonderful moment. Ipswich Grammar School has been exhibiting cattle here since Beef 1988. Well done, congratulations to the Ipswich Grammar School and High Places Primrose Ivy.
97.
Side by High Places Jolliffe out of High Places Cashew.
97 first year. No junior females, no calves. No calves.
We have our next class, class number 30, the bull 30 months and under 36 months of age. Catalogue number 179, Saltaire Empress. Presented here this afternoon by the Ipswich Grammar
Junior
School.
bulls. For no junior males, I'm guessing you're just in. One.
Tied by Rose
The whole
Claren
way.
Yo
Look at that.
out of Rose Claren Margeni.
Try and take all that.
We'll make the presentation now. He will be the winner of our class as well as the senior champion bull and our grand champion male here at Beef 21. Now John will make his comments. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Jake. Yeah, all the attributes I admired in our female champion. You can see them here in this bull, can't you? Like, imagine putting that little fellow over some Angus heifers or something, and just imagine the carcass attributes you're going to get out of that. They're not big cattle, but they do have plenty of meat to bone ratio, and I guess they're sort of I don't know, the blonde aquitaine or the square meter of the zebu type world. There's certainly some great little traits there. He's a pretty sweet little bull, this actually. Love that beautiful big hump on him. I still like hump on Brahman cattle, but no, he's tidy in the sheath. His testicles are ample, just ample. I'd like to see a little bit more there maybe, but good depth through the hind quarter, good thickness right across the top, right into the hump, runs right into the hump, and doesn't fall away too badly in the hind quarter. Structurally corrected feet and legs, and he's a pole skirt to boot, so he's quite an impressive little fellow, and just love that beautiful soft dewlap of that bull. Something I always look for in my cattle, and no, he's a worthy first place getter and a grand champion bull for Beef 2021 for the boar and breed. Congratulations.
Thanks, John, and congratulations to the Ipswich Grammar School there, taking our grand champion male. Sold to Emrys, so that will activate. That is Scenic Rim Mighty Mouse, exhibited by Scenic Rim Brahmins and Piedmontese, and the bull for class number 17, which is the bull 17 months and under 19 months of age. He is catalogue number 1207. That is Scenic Rim A Colton, exhibited by Smoke and Gun Brahmins and Piedmontese.
And the winner of this, the junior now, will get grand final. Okay. Is there a cow? There's one side, and she goes the other way. So you beautiful little girl, that's how you win. Okay. It's always the job from the grand champion now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it'll be. This is the
So congratulations to both our exhibitors, both first place getters in their class, Scenic Ring Mighty Mouse and Scenic Ring A Colton. Now I'll hand it over now to John to say a few words. Thanks, John.
Okay, welcome to the pie judging. A breed that's noticed for tremendous carcass yield, meat to bone ratio, dressing percentage, outstanding in that respect. There's no doubt about that. Two different classes here. One leader had a bit of an injury, so we've brought these two bulls in together. They're both first place getters. Got to admire this young bull in this first class. He parades exceptionally well, but that's not just his good traits. He's got tremendous thickness right through that carcass and right down through that hind quarter, with exceptional strength through the spine. You see that jump muscle moving as he walks. It's an indication of yield at meat to bone, plus that selvage muscle in behind the shoulder that runs along those ribs. No matter what condition cattle are, if you can see that on them, you know you've got an animal with a fair bit of meat on it. He's a worthy winner of that class. This bull the same, slightly different type, a bit more leggy, lovely big free moving fellow, probably just right to smooth him up in the shoulder a little, a bit more angulation there, but a lovely sorry sort of bull. Both bulls acceptable in the testicles, and of course no worries about sheets and those sorts of things in the Piedmontese breed. So both worthy winners in their class.
Yeah, and you champion reserve junior.
So congratulations. Now we will judge class number 19 now. Champion, junior champion male and reserve champion male.
Yeah, but they're both class winners, so he's got a job. Yeah, he's got a job. Yeah, that's me jumping the game. Me jumping the game.
So we have exhibitor number 1207 leading us off, Scenic Rim, a Colton. Then we have catalogue number 1206, that is Scenic Rim, Mighty Mouse. Congratulations, our junior champion male is catalogue number 1207, Scenic Rim of Colton, exhibited by Smoking Gun Brahmins, the winner of our junior champion male. Now I'll hand the microphone over to John to say a few words. Thanks, John.
Okay, yeah, this will be our junior and grand champion. Okay, no, I think he's a clear-cut winner. I really do admire the way this bull tracks about. He gets about the ground very nicely, but he's a bit more correct in that front end, and that's probably why he tracks around so nicely. And he stands balanced. He stands the same width, front legs and back legs, but he carries that thickness right throughout the body. Tremendous eye muscle, tremendous jump muscle there, tremendous hind quarter. Yeah. No, he's a worthy champion in my eyes. Very structurally correct Piedmontese bull, and commiserations to our reserve champion, but he's just beaten by that tidier sort of bull on the day, as I've always said, legs and feet, and structural will beat you when it comes to the pinch in the lead ring. So congratulations to that breeder.
Thanks, John. Congratulations there to our champion and grand champion. Catalogue number 1207, Scenic Rim of Colton. We then will have the judging of our senior female class. Take this opportunity now in ring number 5 to thank our supporting partners here at Beef 21, GDL, Granular Products, Fitzroy Basin Association, Warner's Fine Jewellery, VOQ Agribusiness, Ergon Energy Network, Live Corp, Quadrant Ag Tours, Repro 360, Hercules Loaders, Angus Australia Stanbroke, Real Group, Ariat, Palgrove, Clipex Fencing and Stockyards, Ag Force, the Casino Food Co-op, Cavalier Livestock Equipment, AAM Investment Group, Western Truck Group, NH Foods, Lowe's, Microsoft, Australian Agricultural Company, RM Williams, Regional Development Australia, RB Sellers, and the Mater Private Hospital here in Rockhampton.
Last time, knew it was coming. Thought I'd get away with it this time. Thought I'd get away with it.
Can I get you to put the purple one in your pocket? Yeah. And just hold it for you. Yep, and you can
like to thank Elenco, University of Queensland, FMC Grassland, Stocking Shore, CQCRT Stores, Australian Organic, ALEG, LAWD, Blue Ribbon Stock Feed, City Printing Works, Farm and Garden Products, Avoca, Warwick Cattle Crush Company, DIT Technologies, Kilcoy Global Foods, Empire Apartment Hotel, Knight Frank Agribusiness, Signature Beef, Morton Co, Gallagher, Ridley Agri Products, Rocky Feed and Seed, Jacks Creek, RCS Australia, Herefords Australia, Allflex, AMIG, 2GR Wagyu and Kidman Beef, Nolan Meats and Cape Grim Beef. We'll now move on to our female class, class number 22. That'll be for the cow 24 months and under 30 months of age. We'll have one exhibitor in that class, and that will be catalogue number 1208, Scenic Rim Azala.
Minor problems, but she's got some good traits too, don't worry. No such thing as a perfect animal, but she's a worthy winner in this class, and she'll go on to be champion female as well. But she's anyone who doesn't know much about pieds think, how can those muscly sort of cows with those little teats there rear a good calf? But they do. They rear damn good calves. Obviously the milk is very high in butter fat and protein, and they produce a pretty good article out of that little udder. But that little udder causes no problems to anyone. So, but she's a good, very beautiful, long-bodied female, and got a great girth about her. But she carries all that muscling the pieds are famous for. But she's also a very feminine type of female, with a lovely muzzle and good width between the eyes. And I'm sure she'll go out to be a great little matron for the stud. So congratulations.
Thanks, John. Congratulations here to number 1208, Scenic Rim Azala. Side by Scenic Rim Zeus, out of Scenic Rim, a Katarina. We will have the judging of our Wagyu exhibitors very shortly here in ring number 5. Get our judge here. Thanks to our Peatman Tees exhibitors here this year at Beef 21. They were scenic Brim Brahmins and Piedmontese. Congratulations on your success.
Is there a wagon ball or are they wagon?
No.
Pete Williams from Event X. Good to see you. You're doing a great job with all the PA systems. So we'll be now showing our Wagyu cattle.
So the same class.
Lovely to welcome our Wagyu exhibitors here to Beef 21.
The AI twins. The AI twins. AI twins? Well, they've got... Yeah.
I think in the Charbray ring they're judging the exhibitors group in ring number 3.
Yeah.
So
siblings.
the first of our Wagyu class is class number 22, the cow 24 months and under 30 months of age.
Got the Wagyus to go, so I'll finish them.
The first exhibit is catalogue number 1615. That's Pole Wagyu Q184.
I'm just finishing up my last person. What are you doing now?
Our second exhibit is catalogue number
I don't know.
1616.
To be honest, I'm going to check with them.
Pole Wagyu DM100.
Like, I don't put up a story for 2 pairs, so that's why I'm going to check. Who else is it? Skip. I know you're drinking, so once I'll download my photos for the one. Yeah, where's M?
First FEC was born on the 21st of the 3rd, 2019.
I think I'm done.
Second F was born on the 16th of the 3rd, 2019. I'll hand the microphone over to Mr. John Mercer to make comment on this class. Thanks, John.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, it's the first time I've judged Wagyus. And they're a lot different to the very muscular breeds I've been judging up to this point in the day. So we'll talk it through. We'll go through it together. Leg structural attributes, shoulder placings, hip to pin, hip to thurl to pin ratio, width between the pins. They're all elements that are relevant to ease of management. One thing I can struggle to judge is from an external viewpoint is IMF, which is what this breed's famous for. So I can't do much about that, but what I can do is look for attributes that tell me that animal may have a bit more fat cover. But I'm still looking for structural correctness. If they can't walk, they're no good to me. They're no good to anyone. And I've got to say I've probably copped a little bit of ribbing for a few of my mates because, my breeds are muscular cattle. And they've said, how are you going to judge the Wagyus? And I said, well, they're long-fed cattle. If you're going to feed them for a long time in a feedlot, they've still got to stand up, they've still got to walk, they've got to carry huge weights day in, day out, and they've still got to get on that truck at the end of the day. So structure is still very important. This little female in first place, I feel she's the most structurally correct. Up on this end, not necessarily first place just yet. But the other heifer, on the other hand, has just got that thickness through the flank there. It's telling me she's probably carrying more fat cover. These girls quite enough for me to put my hand on. Beautiful. There's a. Okay. So I can't touch both heifers, but what I did notice with that female is a beautiful, fine hair, and there's plenty of fat cover there. But a tremendous softness under the hand as you touch that body. No matter what breed of cattle they are, when you put your hand on them, they should feel like soft butter, and she certainly does that. Slightly bigger heifer here, but both, it's a trait of the breed. I know that they're not very wide in the pin bones. She's certainly carrying more fat cover this heifer. There's fat, just there's fat points around the pin bones there. She's got that thickness in the flank. But it's got tremendous escutcheon folds in the back of that udder. That female as if she's going to be a really good milking cow. Tremendous depth, tremendous girth through the rib cage area. Just two different females, like much bigger framed female here, and they're both good in the muzzle. The teeth line up nicely. Bit of width between the eyes in both these cattle, actually. Definitely a bit more cover on that brisket, that's for sure. So, believe it or not, I'm going to reverse my original decision. When they walked in the ring, that heifer caught my eye, but I think this is the real Wagyu article right here. So I'm going to give it to this girl, first place. Congratulations. Talking way through that.
Thanks, John. You've done well. First place will be catalogue number 1616. Old Wagyu DM 100. Our second place killer will be catalogue number 1615.
It's about quick. Okay. She said she will, but she basically said just like in history.
Lovely to have the Wagyu cattle here at Beef this year. The first year Wagyus were presented at Beef was in 1994. And no Wagyu cattle shown since 1994. First Wagyus here in 2021.
Ken, what do you want to do? And then I think you take everything to the top line. Well, on it, yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure so. Assuming we don't just look at it.
Are also the M Progeny Stakes winners. was class number 35.
She's coming up.
Don't forget, here tomorrow afternoon, starting at 2 o'clock, we will have our Parade of Champions in Ring 1 and 2. And then we will commence the judging of our Supreme Champion Exhibitors group, our Supreme Champion Female, and our Supreme Champion Bull. I'll hand the microphone back over to our judge, Mr. John Mercer. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Jake. I think Jake's ready for a few beers. He's had a few days.
I'm good with that.
Manning the tent in, he's done a great job. Thanks very much. And that finishes me up for the day, folks. I hope I've entertained you as much as I could with these small classes. It's not an easy task, and it's I've had a bit of experience because you do small shows, and quite often every class is an interbreed. They put them all in together to make up the numbers. So it's been an honour, absolute honour. It's the pinnacle of my judging career, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's been a lovely turnout, a lovely day. Leading up to it, I was sweating a bit and stressing about how hot it was going to be, but it's turned out a lovely afternoon, and Rocky's turned on the weather for this great event, the greatest beef event in the Southern Hemisphere, they tell me. So it's absolutely been a pleasure, and Ros and I just like to thank the breed groups for the privilege to be part of Beef 2021, and also the Beef Committee. They do a tremendous job, and we're very much glad to be a part of it. So thank you.
Thanks, John.
I have to go to
Thanks, John. Been wonderful on the microphone. Keith Hammond, lovely to welcome you here to Beef 21. Keith from Robbins Island. Lovely to have him up here in the beef capital, celebrating this wonderful week of the beef industry, beef innovation. Speaking of beef innovations, don't forget to make your way down to the Ken Coombe Pavilion down there, and you can see all the latest innovations in Australian beef. We've got over 500 exhibitors here at Beef as far as independent traders go, so there's certainly plenty of things to see and do. I do believe there will be plenty of music here tonight at the Rockhampton Showground, so you can party into the early hours of Thursday morning.
Rachel.
Today is Wednesday. Thanks to Kent Ward and all of our official photographers, as well from the Queensland Country Life.
And do we have to take everything back to